Daisy, the diesel rail car, enjoys springtime. Across Thomas's branch line, all the stations welcome the spring season with flowers growing from the gardens. But in order to feed the plants, fertilizer is needed, and it's less of a funny smell.
Ugh, disgusting smell, she shrieked.
One day at Tottenham station, Percy puffed in with a trainload of sacks full of fertilizer. As Percy stopped, a door latch had come loose and 2 sacks fell open.
Oh, get that putrid smell away from me, she scolded.
The 4 little engines like Daisy, but they can't stand the hatred of the fertilizer.
Why can't gardeners use something important and useful like water? That could stop weeds and moss.
It doesn't work like that, Daisy. My driver loves gardening, and he told me that fertilizer around late March to April is needed to prevent weeds and moss from happening, said Toby.
Well, it should be. Ban the putrid smell, she said. I'd rather smell fresh flowers, not putrid fertilizer.
And she rolled away with her passengers. At Ellsbridge, there's a level crossing and a bell. The bell is placed there for the driver of any automobile to aid the signalman. Once the bell had rung, and the signalman checked that the line was cleared, the signalman waved them through. Though sometimes some drivers ignore the bell. Daisy didn't like it one bit.
Has this railway gone backwards? It's the 21st century, for goodness sake.
The driver chuckled. I think it brings a novelty to our railway. After all, it's here for heritage purposes.
But it could increase accidents.
Well, some of which is caused by human error. Later that day, a lorry came to the crossing. The driver was making his way to the plantation. He pulled the chain, the bell rang, the signalman checked, and he waved him through. When he returned to the crossing, but unlike earlier, he ignored the bell. Perhaps he wanted to get his job done quickly, or perhaps he ignored it by mistake. Anyhow, he rolled along the line until the gates were locked shut. He parked the lorry and was about to talk to the signalman when...
Right on time. Oh, the fat controller would sure be proud of me. A splendid diesel rail car.
Then she saw the lorry.
Driver, stop!
Her brakes were applied, but it was too late. Daisy was covered entirely of fertilizer. So were her passengers. Soon help had arrived, and Dennis brought the breakdown train. When Dennis saw Daisy, he thought it was very funny. Looks as though you're ready for gardening season by your name. Daisy scolded at Dennis. Then he pulled her out and they have cleared the wrecked lorry. The driver of the lorry spoke to the policeman and told them that he was the cause of the accident by human error. The fat controller came to see Daisy. You'll have to go to the works to see if any damage is done.
Yes, sir,
sighed Daisy. And it looks as though the stations will have to wait for their fertilizer now. A few days later, when she came home, Percy thought what happened to Daisy was very funny.
Looks as though the fertilizer made you grow your words, Daisy,
teased Percy.
You may as well be called Daisy, Percy went on, but you're an engine, not a flower.
Percy calmed down and then apologised to Daisy. Thomas, Toby and Stanley were apologetic too, but Daisy knew it served her right.
Despite it being a punny smell, it's deemed to be useful for gardening purposes. I learned that while I was at the works.